Yo, what's up? It's your boy Zach, Super Judas, 6-time champion of the world. I'm giving a big shout out to my home team, Heavyback TV. You heard? Keep it live.
YouTube. Crazy word, baby.
Yo, that's crazy work.
What up, YouTube? Bit to your Heavyback TV, man. If you don't get your big goof ass in here and hit the bag. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, T.O., you are one special nigga.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Oh, that's a fact, Jack. All right, man, my guy, Bud Crawford. Listen, Bud Crawford has told us on several occasions now that being undisputed at 54 is ideal. That's a goal of his. And especially if he can't lock down that Canelo fight, which, listen, I'm going to keep it a bean. Everybody knows I'm a huge Bud Crawford fan. But I just, not saying that he can't win that fight, but if it actually did, I can't see you hurting Canelo. I can't see you knocking him out. And not only would you be fighting Canelo that night, you would be fighting the judges that night. We seen these judges give Canelo the first 4 rounds versus Dimitri Bivol when he was completely getting outboxed. So in my opinion, not likely to win it on the scorecards. It would just be an uphill battle. Again, not saying that he can't beat Canelo Alvarez, because it's possible, but I can't see him or them allowing him to beat Canelo Alvarez. It would have to be a complete wash, Dimitri Bivol style. And because of the power of Canelo Alvarez, I'm not so sure. That's all I'm saying. But I do believe undisputed at 54 is extremely realistic. Of course, he's locked down the WBA title. And now with Errol Spence and Sebastian Fundora seemingly definitely fighting next, at least according to Fundora, he said that that's the next fight for him, which is Errol Spence. The WBO is in a situation where they're saying, hey, you know, we're not sanctioning a fight with Errol Spence. We don't give a damn about Errol Spence. He doesn't deserve to walk away with a WBO title if he, in fact, beats Sebastian Fundora. And I know some of my Errol Spencer fans are saying, well, why wouldn't he, if he in fact beats Sebastian Fundora, why wouldn't he walk away with the WBO title? And this is what the WBO is saying. They're saying, listen, Spence is 34. He hasn't fought since July 2023. And that was a 9th round knockout by none other than Bud Crawford. He's coming off a bad knockout loss, and he has never fought at junior middleweight. He's not ranked among the WBO's top 15 junior middleweights. So with all of these things in consideration, they don't want to set a bad precedence. Basically saying, hey, somebody can come out of left field, automatically be at the top of our list and compete for the WBO title. We just can't stand for it. And I understand them standing on business, because when you really look at it, it's facts. Right? It's the truth there. Errol Spence has done nothing at 54. He's coming off the worst loss of his career, and he's been out of the ring for well over a year now. It just doesn't make sense. So for the WBO, if they do in fact go ahead with this fight and Errol Spence actually wins, then that WBO scrap goes immediately, they email it to Bud Crawford. And at this point in time, I'm not so sure Bud Crawford gives a damn about getting emailed a title and becoming instantly unified, because now that narrows down the block for Bud, right? If he is in fact to attempt to be undisputed at 54, of course, on his way out the door at 36 years old. All right, so that would give him 2 out of the 4 scraps. That would just leave Bakram for the IBF. And of course, Errol Spence, which he made easy work out of him just last year with the WBC title. Right? So if you're Bud Crawford, you're saying to yourself, all right, yeah, big fish. Yeah, I mean, let's go, baby. Yeah, I mean, it would it would be wise of him to want to see Errol Spence get in here and actually beat Sebastian Fundora. It helps his cause, right, into becoming undisputed. Now listen, I'm gonna keep it funky. I do not like Errol Spence versus Sebastian Fundora. I know it's a ton of Errol Spence fans who believe in him, who believes he can come back and do well versus Fundora and actually beat Sebastian Fundora. But I'm looking at all of the circumstances. I'm looking at the inactivity. I'm looking at all of the excuses that you guys gave me on to why he actually lost to Bud Crawford. And I don't see any of those excuses gone away, right? Nothing has like magically changed. He's still bending Rex. And now on top of everything leading up to the Bud fight, he got completely punished in that fight. So now you have to pile on to the list of things you all were saying what was wrong with Errol Spence. Big facts. Right? Add on to that list an incredible ass whooping at the hands of Bud Crawford. Now, you mean to tell me that after all of the excuses you all have given for Errol Spence, and he has given himself and inactivity and no tune-up fights, he's jumping right in there with Sebastian Y'all ain't giving Sebastian Fundora enough credit.
Get the fuck out my face with that.
And if Sebastian Fundora comes in here and sticks to his game plan, and even if he strays from that game plan a little bit, the kid can fight. He can fight on the inside. You saw what he was able to do. And I'm trying to think, the closest comparison for Errol Spence to me would be Erickson Lubin. Maybe not for you, but to me. And I feel like you saw what he was able to do to Erickson Lubin. He rearranged and refigured Erickson Lubin's face on the way to a win. And I feel like he could do the same thing versus Errol Spence. All I'm saying is don't put it past him. Now, can Errol Spence win this fight? Sure. Yeah. Maybe he gets in there and somehow, some way, none of these other elements matter. The no tune-ups, the inactivity, the worst defeat of his life. Maybe he doesn't have those thoughts of that night creeping back in his head. Maybe he has a clear head. Maybe the stars align for Errol Spence. But make no mistake about it, the stars would have to align in order for Errol Spence to take on the cheat code, the Towering Inferno, the 6'5", 6'6", over 80-inch arm reach fighter who can actually fight. And if he stuck to the game plan, stayed behind the jab, I just feel like it would be an extremely long night for Errol Spence. But definitely want to know y'all's thoughts, man. I can't see Errol Spence beating Sebastian Fundora, but maybe he does. But if he does, that in fact helps Bud Crawford. And I think it probably puts things a little bit more in perspective for Bud Crawford, because if in fact he's unified at 154 pounds, maybe he's more likely inclined to chase that undisputed at 54 rather than go after Canelo Alvarez, who is in fact no longer undisputed, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's not undisputed anymore. All right, that's all I got for y'all in this one. Big T.O. Heavy Bag. I am out of here. Talk to him, Roger.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.